today. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USC Trojans offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now they'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Eagles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Trying to slam in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking for space. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Coming up, 4th down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
With the catch, it's Sanders. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Wideout. Loses 3. 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Cobb. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's French. Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pulls it in, it's Dallas. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Eagles!
And how How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Right on the money. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's complete. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Makes the grab. It's Lemon. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And as time runs out here in the first half, the offense will take a knee and go to the break, content with the lead they've built. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw, it's French. Caught over the middle, it's Dallas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Good enough for a first down.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cobb. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's French. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback running on the draw. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The inside handoff. And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. To the air, it's Mayava. It's complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Bringing the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
USC 3.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass, it's Maiava. Finds his man, it's Sanders. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.